Did you know that there are questions about one of the most popular energy drinks? Hello, I'm Vicki Simons with TruckDriversMoneySavingTips.com. I want to ask you if you get value from this video, this broadcast, if you'll please like it and share it and comment if you have a comment, or ask a question if you like. If you prefer not to leave a comment on Facebook, you can get in touch with us privately through TruckDriversMoneySavingTips.com. Okay, so I searched in one of our search engines for the terms Red Bull in quotes and then deaths, and then I got rid of all of the speculative, shall we say, things that came up, and I focused only on three, and I'm going to be referring to these three sources. One is ABC News, one is Bloomberg, and one is directly from the this is the Center for Food Safety Adverse Event Reporting System. Okay, so let me start with the one from ABC News. I'll do some curation here. According to a July 18 article, Red Bull is popular all over the world. It's sold in more than 50 countries worldwide, including Europe, the United States, and Australia. It's marketed as an energy drink and consumed by everyone from weightlifters to office workers needing an attention boost. An afternoon boost. All right. But is it potentially dangerous? Skipping down. Swedish officials are investigating the deaths of 3 young people who are believed to have been drinking Red Bull. 2 of the people who died had used Red Bull as a mixer with alcohol, while the third apparently drank several cans of the energy drink after a strenuous workout and later died of massive kidney failure. Skipping down. Still, it's too early to conclude that Red Bull, by far the most popular of the slew of new energy drinks, according to an industry association, is the cause of deaths, but it has caused some doctors to evaluate its health effects. The company says that the product is safe. Okay, going to the Bloomberg report, Red Bull energy drinks were named in 21 adverse event reports submitted to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. This is a November 16, 2012 article. No deaths were cited. The events date to 2004, and some cases involved increased heart rate and abdominal pain, according to a list posted today on the FDA's website. The report cited 4 hospitalizations. The incidents are voluntarily reported and are deemed allegations with no conclusions drawn until the investigations are complete. And down at the very bottom of this article, it says a Red Bull drink has 80 milligrams of caffeine, the same as an average cup of coffee, according to the product's website. All right, I'm just going to read to you there are some medical terms that I don't know how to pronounce or what they are, so I'm just going to sort of give you a little bit of a rundown on some of these 21 adverse events that have been reported. Okay, adverse drug reaction, pancreatitis, fatigue, panic attack, anxiety, vision blurred, dizziness, decreased appetite, fatigue, confusional state, disturbance in attention, physical examination dependence, nausea, chest pain, acute myocardial infarction, vision blurred, neck pain, panic attack, flushing, tremor, tachycardia, vertigo, blindness, vomiting, nausea, anxiety, aggression, mental impairment, vomiting, convulsion, heart rate abnormal, abdominal pain, feeling jittery, anxiety, lethargy, abdominal pain, heart rate abnormal, another heart rate abnormal, cardiac disorder. Okay, and the thing about it is this is just a skimming of things, and I'm not even giving a full report here because I'm doing a curation here tonight. But in my opinion, there is enough evidence based on what I have just read for you to question whether or not Red Bull is safe for you to drink. Now, some drivers may say, well, I've drunk Red Bull for years, never had any problems with it. That's fine. Okay, I don't want for anyone to listen to what I'm saying and then go blindly on and not be aware of the risk involved. Okay, the risk. Okay, there are risks. If you are a driver, you cannot afford to have blurred vision or blindness behind the wheel. Okay, you cannot afford to be jittery or anxious behind the wheel, in my opinion. Okay, you need to have all of your faculties about you when you're driving behind the wheel. So, what is, I just wrote down a couple of notes here, all right. Why do you drink Red Bull in the first place? Okay, Is it to stay awake while you're driving? Is there something that you are attempting to do that you would not ordinarily do? Now, let me give you a pull back the curtain just a little bit and let you know that there were times when Mike was required to pull an all-nighter, okay? Particularly in North Carolina, going from, say, the middle of the state or maybe even a little farther over, all the way out to the coast. And some of those roads are not very nice to drive, okay? And Mike doesn't do very well after about, say, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when he was driving. Okay, it's just one of those situations where he knows himself, he knows what his circadian rhythm is, and it's a little different from mine. Okay, even though I trained myself to be able to drive in the wee hours of the morning. Okay, I took the late night shift while he generally went to the late night shift. Generally speaking, it was a case where he did the city driving. I did mostly the rural type driving, or the coast to coast. You know what I'm saying, the longer routes, the interstate type instead of the intercity type driving. That's just the way that we tended to do it. But when he was a regional driver and I was his passenger, he did all of the driving in the truck. Okay, so I remember specifically there were at least 2 times when he had one of these overnight runs, had to get there by the next morning, and he'd pull over in a truck stop and he would get himself a big old Mountain Dew and let's say a bag of Doritos and maybe moon pies or something sweet. Okay, and the thing about it is if I had drunk the Mountain Dew, I would be awake for 2 days. Okay, I would not be able to go to sleep because of that much caffeine. Now, Mike, it helped keep him, I don't know if you want to say alert. Okay, I think it was, I don't know if it was a psychological thing more, but the thing about it was when he got to the receiver, okay, and he got his load unloaded, he would go to wherever it was he needed to take his rest break and go to sleep. I don't encourage anyone to do caffeine. Caffeine's it's like a drug. It can definitely have its effects on you. So, to wrap up, I will encourage you not to use Red Bull if at all possible. So please do what you need to do to drive safely. And until next time, my husband Mike and I wish you safe travels and lots of money saving opportunities on the road. Thanks.